It's Teacher Will. This is a place, hopefully, where you and I learn together. And in today's video, I want to talk about the latest crave. It's not really a crave, it's been around for a while, but it seems like this latest crave is on steroids. A lot of content providers are using this phrase. What's the phrase? Don't say. Don't say thank you. Don't say you're welcome. Don't say I'm sorry. Don't say I think. Don't say. All right. Now, as someone who speaks English, with all due respect, how are you going to tell me not what to say? Don't say. Oh, you don't believe me that don't say is happening on different social media channels and different social media applications? And certainly people can do what they want to do, but you don't believe me that there's a whole influx of don't say? Well, check it out. Don't say I'm fine. Don't say please. Don't say thank you. Don't say you're welcome. Don't say this. Don't say that. Don't say I don't know. See? Look with your own eyes. Don't say. The last time I looked, English is situational. It's context. I change my communication style based on my audience, based on my level of English, their level of English, the comfortability, the situation, right? So, I don't know, learners. Don't say? Well, think about it this way. Why is that phrase, don't say, used? Why is it utilized? Well, it's great for advertisement. It catches your eyes. You learners at all different stages of life, you see something, don't say, and you're like, oh. So it grabs your attention, and most people want their videos to be viewed or clicked. I get it. But here's something, what I've really been thinking about it. Is there a better way to say, don't say? Is it possible, just possible, if you want to, content providers? Is it possible that we can change the paradigm of, instead of saying don't say, that we could use different words, expressions that might be amenable and also will give you the necessary clicks and views that you want on your content? Or are we just buying into like don't say, and it's kind of like, okay, language is used based on situation and context. And so I have to ask myself, do I have a responsibility? Yes, I want my content to be viewed. Yes, I want to get the message out there. And yes, I want to help learners in their English journey. But am I doing something that might not be of benefit by saying don't say? What other things or other words can I use? Other ways to say, different expressions, another way of saying. So that way, aren't I really saying the same thing but in a different way? Which, as a content provider and also a learner and also a teacher, I mean, do we tell our students, don't say this? Or do we say no? Should we say don't say? Or is there a better way or more appropriate way of saying, hey, listen, instead of another way, another expression? And there's some people out there that have done that. Look at that. Different expressions. And I bet they're getting the clicks they want. So learners, listen, it's up to you. If you want to buy into don't say, you can buy into it. And maybe I'm the only one that thinks of this. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks it's a big deal. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks that's kind of misleading, or maybe not the right approach. And if that's the case, that's fine. And I want to stand in my own integrity. I'm not going to say in the course of my social media journey that I've never said don't say, or something as clickbait. You know what? I've done clickbait. And when I've done it, I've said to myself, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I want people to view my videos, but I'm kind of like, yo, did you hear the message? I remember saying like, yo, sound like a native, fix your accent, and people clicked on, yeah. And then they listened to the message, they're like, oh. And I got messages saying, well, wait a minute, why did you make a video like that? You're telling me don't sound like a native, sound natural? So I've done it. I don't want to be a hypocrite. But right now, at this moment, what I've decided to do is I'm moving forward. I'm going to use words that are possibly express myself. And if I get the clicks, I get the clicks. If I don't get the clicks, I don't get the clicks. But for me, it feels better to say different words or expressions than don't say. So learners, have you thought about that? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But if you have, the question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to use your voice? Are you going to make these teachers and content providers aware of it? Because maybe they aren't aware of it. Who knows? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. But if you feel or think as though that you want content expressed differently, you have an opportunity to let your voice be known. Say something. So, moving forward, I'm gonna try to be mindful of not saying don't say. Don't say this, don't say that, don't say you're welcome, don't say thank you, don't say I'm sorry. You know what? Different ways to express yourself. And you listening and watching this video can express yourself in whatever way you want to. Based on your situation, context, and who you're talking to, you might say things in all different ways. But don't say what you want. Experiment with the language. That's all I gotta say. That was on my mind because I've been seeing so much don't say, and I'm like, but again, maybe it's me. Let me know what you think in the comments section. This is Teacher Will. If you're new, welcome to the place where you and we learn together. At least that's my hope and my prayer. So make a comment below. If you're new, welcome. 2021, determine. Are you determined to achieve your goals, and are you determined to achieve your English goals? Click on that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so that when I drop a video, you're made aware of it. Don't say. Say what you want. Alternative ways, different expressions. See you soon.